All right, shalom, shalom. I want to start off by, of course, giving our honor, praise, and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Akakodash. That one honor to the elder apostle, great millstone, elders and apostles of great millstone, rule well, teach well. Because I shall want to you, brothers, as well as few sisters, might be tuning in, listening, and learning. Just getting right into it, quick hit. Going into this article I found on RT News. You know, going into the amount of casualties so far that's been recorded during this Ukraine and Russian conflict. But it says 100,000 Ukrainian soldiers have died in conflict. EU. It says Ursula von der Leyen provided the estimate, adding that around 20,000 civilian lives have also been lost. So 100,000 plus on 20,000 lives has been you know taken away due to the conflict that the Lord got going on, and that's only on the Ukrainian side. Ain't no telling how much casualties has been on the Russian side. So you know, but point being, this should show forth the time that we in. You know, it says I'm gonna skip down a little bit. It says more than 100,000 Ukrainian military officers have been killed so far. Same thing that it said. It says the head of the European Commission didn't reveal the sources of the information she provided, of course. But that's yeah, that's pretty much on that. Pretty much on that. But I wanted to get this article, because it's tying into prophecy well. The things that's going on right now. You know, this is the book of Matthew, chapter 24, and verse. I'm gonna start at. I'll start at 5. It says, "For many shall come my name, saying, I am Yahushua, and shall deceive many." Verse 6, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars." Right, and that's what we're hearing now. This is a war. This way past a rumor. Everybody know that. Damn near a lot. I mean, a lot of people, know what's going on with the Russian Ukraine conflict. And how America is involved in everything. You know, but it says, "And ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that ye be not troubled, for all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet." Right. So hey, this is a part of the end. This is a part of the last of the prophecies that have to come to pass. Verse 7, it says, "For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places." Right, so nation is rising up against nation, right? Nation is rising up against nation, as we see. We see. But once again, this is all a part of the Lord's doing, because even though it might, well, war is a bad thing. War is, not, good for life. Once again, we've seen how many casualties just happening. That's just the beginning of sorrow. That's just the beginning of war. You know, um, but the Lord is about that. The Lord is truly about that, because that's a part of you know the prophecy that he said was gonna happen. This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse. I start at shit. I start at 3 to get the point, but then I'm gonna go down. It says, "To everything there is a season, and a time to every purpose under the heaven." Right, and it is a time for every purpose. That the Lord has ordained everything, every single little second, millisecond, whatever of a thing that happened. It's all through the Spirit and power. Y'all bust me out shut. It says, I'm gonna go down to verse 8, getting the point. It says a time to love, a time to hate, a time of war, and a time of peace. Right, and and right now we is in that time of war, or entering, and getting deeper and deeper into that time of war. Until ultimately, like the scriptures say, the third woe gonna pass. You know, it says, and a time of peace, and we gonna get the peace after that. Everlasting righteousness after it's all said and done. After the missiles, come down and destroy this place and take the kingdom. But the point being is, it's a time of war and a time of peace, and we in that time of war as we see. Entering into the time of you got more people being divided. You know what I mean? In the midst of these different countries, like people, they're starting to, really, I feel like these people like really choosing sides. Like, we getting to the point to where people just so fed up that they starting to really just choose sides. What they is for and what they ain't. Because people, hey, like Scripture say, um, shall the kingdom divided stand? We're paraphrasing. A kingdom divided shall not stand, man. Right? Because like the Scripture say, shall two walk together unless they be agreed? Nah, everybody disagree with each other because everything is so off balance and out of place, and you know everything is just against everything here, man. So this is a house divided. The whole earth is, the people on every person on the earth is divided against each other. And disagree in some way, fashion, or form, whether it be what God you serve, or what type of things you like, or whatever, man. But it just goes to show that like this kingdom ain't gonna stand. The Lord got a designated destruction for this. It's not gonna last forever. But I'm gonna get one more precept and I'm gonna close out this book of Exodus, chapter 15 and verse 3. It says, "The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is His name." Right, so that which explains all of the you know things going on the earth right now. Because the Lord is a man of war. So you would matter of fact, I get one more. You know that the Lord is doing this. This book Isaiah 13 verse 4. The noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as a great people. That's a thermonuclear ICBM missiles. You know, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. Right. And that's how these. Hey, you want to talk about unity. When it comes to these different countries and nations, the only unity that they're gonna have together at once is when the nuclear missiles, silos go off, man. That's the only time they're gonna be together at once, man. Because right now these nations divided, and people think, you seriously think that these nations is gonna, the Lord gonna put the spirit on these nations to stop what they're doing, and just, what I mean, just hug each other. Hell no, this is the prophecy got to come to pass, man. The Lord is putting the spirit on these nations to be rowdy up against each other, and we know what's gonna happen next, because we know what type of weapons is on the line, and the type of prophecy that the Lord will say was gonna come to pass. It said the noise of a multitude in the mountains, like as of a great people, a tumultuous noise of the kingdoms of nations gathered together. The Lord of hosts muster the hosts of the battle, right? So the Lord is mustering this whole thing, man. In fact, let me get this. Let me get this word muster. Oh wow. Let's see. This is the book of Isaiah. This is the book of Isaiah. I'm gonna just get on a blue letter. This book Isaiah chapter 13 and verse 4. It says, let me get this word mustard real quick. It says,
Strong's H6485. Pakad.
It says pakad.
Pakad.
It says, to attend to. Hey, that's crazy. That's how the Lord is attending to these different nations through ICBMs, man. That's how the Lord is attending to the, to these different nations. It's through mustering, up war, man. Muster, number, reckon, visit, punish, appoint, look after, care for. It says to pay attention to, observe, damn, to attend to seek, right, to attend to. That's how the Lord is attending to the service of the earth right now, man. It says to seek, look about, for, to seek in vain, need, miss, lack, to visit upon, punish, to pass and review, muster, number, to appoint, assign. I like that one, assign, lay upon as a charge, deposit. Damn. Commit and interest. These are some good ones. But I'm gonna go ahead and end it on that. Lord's willingness was edifying. Thought he ever shall forgive me a spirit to this lesson. Once again, I want to give that one to Elder Apostle Great Millstone, who will teach what I learned this truth from. Because actually, I want to brothers, just was a few citizens might be tuning in, listen, learn. Till next time, I say, Shalom, wa abad, babal.